Alright champs, let's get rid of Windows Home and let's get some Windows Pro. Copy and paste my code from the description. New codes, new discount. You can get Windows Professional, Office. Paste my code. Boom. It's Windows Pro time. Tally ho there champs. Now this Aorus 15 has some super powerful hardware. RTX 2070, not Max Q, Max P. So maximum performance in a laptop. And I can remember, from 2015, I started editing, 4K video on laptops. I used to always do it on desktop before that. And compared to 2015 laptops, this laptop just laughs at 4K. And we're going to have to use some, higher resolution footage to actually really tax this. So let's just have a quick look at the disk. We can see how fast the SSD is there. Really fast, great for video editing. Obviously, it is best to put your footage on another drive. This does have another drive, by the way, has a hard drive, which you can replace with an SSD if you want. And you have another slot for another M.2 as well. So this would be really great for content creation. Also, the display, the colors you can trust. I mean, it's not the widest color gamut in the world. At the end of the day, it is a gaming laptop and 144 hertz. It's an epic gaming laptop, but it still has colors on the screen that are accurate enough for video editing, or basically, consumer, prosumer grade sort of editing. If you're like a professional that's a colorist, yeah, all right, you're not going to use this, but you get the idea. So we'll have a look at 3D. Now this is Spec ViewPerf 13. You can go download this benchmark if you want. It goes through all these different 3D applications like Maya, Katia, which is like a car sort of line for doing like little parts and stuff like that. Also, you have 3D Studio Max, very popular with animators and stuff like that. Medical, look, goes through all this whole suite here. And what you can see here on the left is the Razer Blade with the GTX 1070 Max Q. And on the right here, we have the Aorus 15 with the 2070 Max P. As you can see here, cleans house. It just beats out that Razer Blade, no problems. As you would expect, it's a next generation graphics card, but yeah, cleans house there. All the scores are higher. So it's going to be great for 3D, and yes, it is going up a level compared to the 10 series graphics cards in laptops. So you're going to like it for 3D, no problems there. All right, so let's have a look in Lightroom, see how it works in Lightroom. With a RTX 2070 Max P, you expect it's going to be good. And look at this, boom, boom, shake the room. Straight in, straight out. Oh, instant, instant, instant. Boom, boom. Let's just see how it cycles through these. Boom, boom. Actually, we'll cycle in a bit. Boom, instant. Next. Takes a little bit. Oh, no, it's pretty instant. Instant, 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 instant. Oh. So let's boom in, boom out. Very fast. Works in Lightroom. It's like butter. Boom. Let's have a look here. Well, let's try and develop this one actually. We'll look at one that's a bit dark. No, a bit darker than that. If you do want a custom PC, Singularity Reservoir there. If you do want a custom PC, just give me a bell. I know the man who does it. Pimp My PC in Australia. They make custom water-cooled parts.
Officially the Commonwealth of Australia.
What the hell? How did that happen? Shut up, Siri. What did I say then to make it go off? Anyway, let's go in. Let's get a darker photo and let's see how it is in the develop module. It's super fast going through these, and yeah, you can punch in very fast. All right, so we'll go in there. We'll make things a bit blacker. All right, let's go in develop. All right, so yeah, the blacks aren't black enough for me. Let's go in there. See how instant this is? Look at that. Instant. Just scrubbing there with the slider. And how instant is that? I'll tell you one that's very hard on the system is the clarity. Look at that. That is instant too. No lag with this RTX 2070 Aorus 15. Yeah, look at that. Whoa. That's really, look how sharp that looks when you do that. That looks nice. Now let's see some brushes, see how it works with a brush. We'll paint some things black. So we'll just turn the exposure down there and we'll just, minus 49 black, and let's blacken things up a little bit. Yeah, go on there. And this is all instant, as you can see. Maybe reduce the size of that a little bit. I don't know what I've done then. Yeah, blacken these up. Nice, instant. Oh, it's so good. So good to have a fast computer. I mean, this is like a desktop, really. Super fast. And yeah, you can see how fast that is with the brush, no problems. And let's have a look. Let's lighten it, darken it, blah, blah, blah. As you can see, actually, we'll go through clarity, see what it does there. Look at that, instant, no lag whatsoever. So it's got you covered in Lightroom. You're going to get great performance out of Lightroom. You're going to like it. All right, so when it comes to Photoshop, we have a new Windows winner here. This is the fastest Windows laptop for Photoshop that I've used so far. Get a score of 853. That sort of smashes there, the Razer Blade there. Well, this is the last generation, of course. But the graphics scores are the same, which is interesting. But the general score is higher on the Aorus. Now, if we have a look at the Macs, we have the i7 Mac and the i9 Mac. Now, this isn't the Vega 20. This is with the RX 560. If you have a look at the i9 Mac, it does have the highest score overall, but it is a bit weak in the GPU score compared to this Aorus 15. So it's going to be great for Photoshop, no doubt. All right, let's have a look at my sample project that I test all laptops with, and I will show the render times in a minute. But let's have a look in a timeline. This is a 4K project. We have some color correction there. That's what the pink bits are. The pink bits on the top are the actual high resolution photos. So let's actually see if we can play this back at full. See how the performance is with this 4K project. Now, with the RTX laptops, NVIDIA said that the RTX 2080 Ti's could actually play back red raw footage straight from the camera and be able to decode them in the timeline. And it said with the 2060, 2070, and 2080, I think, they could do 6K. We'll test that. I doubt it'll be able to do that in a laptop. They're probably talking about the desktops when they're talking about decoding red raw footage, not so much in the laptops, but we will find out. So let's have a look at the scrubbing here. Nice. Scrubs, nice 4K project, no problems. You can see the color correction and it can just scrub through the high resolution photos and scrub through anything, no problems. You can play back this at full, no problems there. So we're going to have to get some high resolution footage here. All right, so now let's play back some streams. See how many streams of 4K footage we can play. Try it with 3. Yeah, looks like it can play 3. Can play 4. No. Okay, so about 3 streams of 4K it seems to be playing. With my footage at least. All right, now let's see if we can play back 6K footage, red raw, straight out of the camera. Now, the NVIDIA said RTX graphics card should be able to do this. So let's see. Yeah, it scrubs okay. You can see here it scrubs. It seems to be scrubbing nicely. But can I actually play it? Oh, yeah. Nah, 6K. It's a bridge too far. You can play it for a bit, but yeah, it starts dropping frames pretty quickly. You probably could edit 6K footage if you put it at half, but certainly at full, it doesn't seem to be able to play it back quite. You know, every now and then it does play in real time, but then it will, stutter a little bit here and there. So let's go to some 5K footage, all right? So this is 5K footage. Let's see if we can play 5K footage at full, red raw, straight out of camera. Boom, here we go. Yes, yes. This is what we want, fellas. Yes, 5K red raw footage straight out of the camera. So that's pretty good. You know, 2070 Max P. Yeah, so we're getting some good performance there. 5K. Not a lot of laptops will play 5K red raw footage, and this one can. Be interested to see if other RTX laptops can do better or worse. But this one does play 5K. So there you go. That's the performance in the timeline. Let's have a look at the render times. So when it comes to the rendering test, I used my sample project, which I use for pretty much all my laptop tests. And you can see it's a little bit slower than some of the competition here. And that's due to the CPU not clocking up that high. It's not temperature limiting it. It just doesn't want to clock up that high. They just give all the power to the GPU. It seems they've tuned it that way. I could undervolt it. I could increase the wattage. Still didn't matter. Those clocks were not going to sit over 3 gigahertz on sustained runs. So that is what it is. This can easily be changed in BIOS, and maybe the AI will help out with that. But certainly as it stands now in software rendering, because the CPU will not sustain over 3 gigahertz, you are getting a slower speed than some of the other laptops. Now, one thing you noticed is you cannot do hardware encoding, because have a look here. It only has the graphics card. It does not have Intel HD graphics, although this CPU does have that. You're not getting Intel HD graphics. You're just using the discrete graphics, so that is what it is as well. So at the end of the day, is this a great laptop for content creation? And I say yes. A great display with colors you can trust. It's got the power you need, the graphical power you need, and it performs across creative applications very well. One thing, it is a gaming laptop, so it will get loud, but if you need to get some creative work done, you can do it on this laptop. And yeah, for gaming, it's a gaming beast. One of the fastest laptops I've used for gaming, so yeah, it's great for that. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and until next time guys, tally ho.